What's up, y'all? We are back. I think. Give me just a second. I gotta do something real quick. I gotta get something purchased real quick, y'all. But today we are going to be playing more Trails, sorry. Trails through Daybreak, because that's what we were supposed to play, and I didn't play it yesterday because I literally was like hella tired. How can I put it? Basically, on weeks like this where I have to go into the office, there's a lot of driving involved, okay? And that driving can get a little tiring, especially so Tuesday wasn't too bad, but Thursday, y'all. Thursday was another story. I'm not gonna lie. Thursday was so bad on the highway. For those of you who live in Western Washington, y'all know what I was talking about. If you were on, if you had to drive on I-5 at any point during yesterday, Thursday. Okay? Shit sucked. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Shit was buns. For those of you who didn't have to do that, congratulations. Because, yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. Anyway. Why is it like this? Hold on. Forgot to actually adjust the damn camera today. But anyway, we're gonna be playing some, like I said, some Trails through Daybreak. We're going to continue where we left off. We were exploring the new town. Sorry, I had to purchase, speaking of Western Washington, I had to purchase a rain jacket because I think I threw my old one away. And I don't recall doing that, but hey, these things happen. But anyway, let us go on ahead and get started. So we're going to jump right into it because I got nothing to say really other than that. So if you missed... I guess if you for some reason missed me yesterday, I don't know why, but I'm here today. So if you catch me today, then that's it. So we'll probably be live for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna call it because I want to chill. I want to do some other shit tonight. It's gonna be it's gonna be a day where I still relax, you know. Not gonna lie, I want to play some shit on Switch 2.
This is the famous Aljamera.
Not the Aljamera.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
Yeah? Yeah, they getting it. All right. Okay. You wrote that somebody demanded hush money from you to stay quiet about your business. This merch must be what makes you. This merch must be what makes your little enterprise not quite squeaky clean, eh? I don't get what the big deal is. He just has lots of stuff. Oh wait, if you look closely, the brand logos look weird. What gives? I get it. We've got stalls like this back where I'm from. Except the stuff those guys have tends to be more bogus looking. Yeah, you got me. I sell bootleg stuff. Or as I prefer to say, high quality imitation goods. Huh, sure. Makes you sound just a hair more respectable, I guess. Still a fraudster at the end of the day. No, that's just the thing. I'm not out to scam anybody out of their hard-earned mirror. I always tell them up front that my stuff's fake, so they know exactly what they're getting when they purchase it. Wait, really? But why would anybody buy fake stuff if they could get the real ones? Because you can get fake and look real fancy for a tiny fraction of the price. There's demand out there for what I offer, I tell you. Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. Do the actual makers of the originals know what you're doing, though? Wouldn't they try to sue you if they found out? Like I said, I'm not out here telling folks that this stuff's the real deal. That's straight up illegal. But if I sell it all as imitation stuff up front, then I'm just barely in the clear. At least that's what I like to believe. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this is all still against the law. You're making mirror riding on the coattails of real designers without their permission. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Straddling that line is how you get by selling these bootlegs in broad daylight. Until someone tries to extort you so they keep quiet about the illegality of it all, that is. So let's hear it. Who's giving you grief? That's what makes this whole mess so tricky to deal with. It's a cop who's threatening me. Oh shit, for real? You're not pulling our leg, are you? Yeah, I find that a little hard to believe. It's true. If he reported me, best case scenario, I'd be kicked out of here. Worst case, they'd book me. Bastard says if I don't want that, I have to pay him in order to get him to look the other way. I've got until tomorrow to get 30,000 mirror together, or else he's gonna raise hell. Look, I'm not stupid. If getting myself arrested is what it'll come to, I'll just close up my shop. I don't want that kind of trouble. But don't you guys think demanding hush money out of me is absurd? I don't know if I'd call it absurd exactly. I see why he'd do it, but it does tell me this town's got crooked cops. You bet it does. That's why I reached out to you folks. I want you guys to track this guy down and get him to stop. There's nobody else I can turn to. I sure as hell can't talk to the other cops and the guild's off limits too, given what I do. And there ain't no way I got 30,000 mirror to spare. My sales aren't that good. You guys have to help me. I'm begging you. That's not for you to decide, pal. What's it gonna be, Chief? We doing this or not? Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this one. It's got a chaos thing. Alright, we're on it. We'll have a word with your cop buddy. Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Things might not be all that above board here, but what this guy's doing ain't exactly legal either. With any luck, if we play our cards right, we might be able to get him to back off without you having to close up shop. But how do we find this bad cop anyway? That's the question. Well, how would you guys go about looking for one? You kids are smart. I want to hear my assistant's opinions. Nice, making your lackeys do all the hard work. I see how it is. It's hard to know where to begin. All we can really gather from the seller's testimony is that the police officer in question is male. But I'm sure there are lots of male police officers in this city. That's hardly enough to narrow down a culprit. Yeah, guess our only option is to start chatting up pigs and see what we can get out of them. Only question is how to approach them. Can't exactly just waltz up and ask, yo, you got any buddies who are bribe-taking rats? True, I would just provoke them, and God has helped me if we ask the culprit on accident. I know. What if we pretend to be customers who lost money to the seller ourselves? Huh? You lost me, Pipsqueak. What do we get out of going through all that trouble? I was thinking it could give us an idea about what the police are doing about our client in the first place. If we know what they're doing about guys like him, maybe that'll give us a clue that points us toward whoever's threatening him. Oh, I see. That's a smart idea, actually. Good thinking, Fairy. Sounds like we're going to have to pound some pavement. But hell, if I can think of anything better to do, I'm game. Oh, I didn't think it was... Can't speak. I didn't think it was that clever, but think it'll work? Yeah, that idea's got potential. Pretty sharp for a newcomer, actually. We'll try your idea and see what it gets us. Now let's roll.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
At the nightclub Lelouch.
Hey, friend, you got a minute?
Not the showgirls. Oh, we could... No way we're heading down here right now. I don't think it's open yet anyway. Oh, we could actually go in there? Why they letting us go? We could actually go in there? That's funny. Alright, man. Oh, look, a cop. I know the seller said cop. The cop threatening him was a guy, but best not to leave any stone unturned when investigating things. Excuse me, you got a sec to talk? Sure, no problem. What can I do for you? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Is there anything you can do to help? It doesn't feel fair for the guy to leave us high and dry like that. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. If this were any other time, I'd be more than happy to go over and try to help you all. Unfortunately, with the film festival nearly upon us, we really have to pick and choose what problems get priority attention right now. Does that mean you won't be able to do anything today? Hey, what's going on, Iron Giant? Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, man. Hope you've been well. Damn it, those bootleggers are a real handful, just in general. It's difficult for us to keep them in check. But just to be clear, I do absolutely intend to help. I don't want scum like him to get off scot-free. I'll give you a complaint form. Once you've filled it out, can you bring it to the station when you have time? It'll have to wait until after the festival, but you can be sure I'll recommend he's at least warned, if not outright removed. That's fair, we can do that. Thanks for taking the time to listen to us. Okay, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say. Alright. Thanks. I get that. Things have been, honestly, outside of this, the time I get to do this lately, things have just been on go, work-wise for me. Never a dull day, but I can't complain. Oh, we've already got these. Ooh. Let's see what this guy says. Just once, I wish it wasn't so blistering hot. Sorry to bug you, pal. Got a minute? Sure, you guys need something? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Ah, bootlegger trouble, huh? Yeah, we've got a handful of those around the city. I feel your pain. Those guys are smooth talkers. They can get you to part with your money before you know it. You're telling us. Is there anything you can do to help? Well, I'm going to be frank with you. Dealing with those guys is like playing a game of cat and mouse. You can file the papers and serve them a warrant, but another one will spring up and take their place. It's a pain to be out some money, but it probably wasn't that much you lost in the grand scheme of things, right? I guess so. Then I just take the hit and move on. Sad to say. Be glad that's all it cost you to learn how things work around here. Oh, it's our fault we got scammed, is that it? But the good upstanding officers of the law were supposed to care about justice. Don't get preachy with me, kid. Fact is, we've got our hands full and we have to pick our fights carefully right now. With all the security we have to provide for the actors and venues, we're swamped as it is with this damn film festival. Hell, we've had to call in additional help from other precincts so we have enough boots on the ground. Look, I get you might not like it, but we straight up don't have time to pursue every little thing that comes up right now. It sucks for me too. All these damn tourists make it tough to skip out on the job. I heard that, you know. But if that's the way it is, I think we're done here. Come on, guys. Interesting. Oh, for sure, and likewise, man. Thank you. Okay, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say. Alright, let's see what we got. Thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. I hear this game is pretty damn long. Alright. This might carry us throughout the rest of the year. We've got, what, one more month of the year? This will probably be the last game we play this year for the channel before we go into the new year. I don't know what I plan on playing next year. I'm gonna be real with y'all. But we'll figure it out. Oh no, I don't want to talk to him. This guy? Oh no. Is there another guy we could talk to? Because I know who that guy is. Oh no, we have to talk to him. Damn. Oh great, it's the Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? Relax, we're just out here on business. Sometimes the job takes us out of you. We aren't glued to the capital, you know. I'm more curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. Bit out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here's got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it. I'm off duty right now, so what's it matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know? Just don't go causing me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you all getting in the way of my vacation. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal. Hey buddy, how's your hot date going? Don't call me buddy, we are not friends. I'm not interested in shooting the breeze with you. Oh, but of course that doesn't apply to you, Agnes. If you ever need help with anything, I'm always happy to talk. A little cozy with her, aren't you, baby? Talking to another woman while you're on a date with your girlfriend. Points for bravery, I guess. Nigga, are you dumb? Being called Spriggan is crazy work? That's what they're called, though. He's basically a private eye, but he doesn't mind. So the quest we're on right now is actually, we're trying to help this bootlegger stop getting blackmailed by a cop. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. So this guy is not afraid to take on jobs that kind of toe the line of legality. So we get all types of requests from different types of people that can't go to the cops, or the bracers, who are like mercenaries, but they're like goody two-shoe mercenaries. I don't know how else to put it. There's other mercenaries that are not so goody two-shoes, that are more about doing military missions. Those are called Jaegers, and they're kind of like basically like militant mercenaries. So there's different types of groups of people in this world, which I've come to find out. I've played various games in this franchise, and they're all connected because they all take place in the same world, but it's kind of cool to play them because you kind of get a perspective of like, oh, this is what this group does, and this is what this group does, and how it affects the world at large. Really cool. But there's way too many games for me to recommend it. But these things are like, if you do play them, they're really cool to see that world building. You say, it's not like that, sweetie, I promise. I talked to her in my capacity as a policeman. There's nothing between us. Yes. I thought we should try asking Detective Nate about the crooked policeman, since it's his line of work and all. But if he's here off duty, then yeah, not to mention that he might not have much to say about that or the bootlegger in general anyway. That's my thinking. Could end up being more trouble than it's worth in the end talking to him. Yeah, guess we better back off and look elsewhere. Yeah, we're about to ruin his date. We're not trying to do that. Alright, I might be a Spriggan, but we're not cock blocking people, you know what I'm saying? What the? I just saw you lean back. Why is she fent folding, bro? That's crazy. Anyway, let's take our happy asses back. What is going on here? We're back. They're still dancing. The gray market of the streets? Yes, pretty much.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry!
Well, where to next?
Nowhere. We're not going anywhere next. All right. Are they perhaps in another area? Probably in a cultural district?
Then let's head over.
But yeah, these guys operate in that gray market. So there's another one that I'm playing called Trails from Zero, and you're playing as policemen, but you're a part of a special section of policemen that kind of is more actually focused on the people instead of kind of being involved in politics and the mafia and shit. So because the area that takes place in is very much run by its underworld, and so you kind of have to navigate that as policemen, which it's been pretty good so far. I've been really enjoying it. That's probably my favorite group to play as, but these guys are pretty good too. No, that's Fazio.
Wow, a real oasis.
All right, here we go. Hey man, got a few seconds to talk? Certainly, how can I help you all? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. He what? That's outrageous. So sorry you all fell victim to that. The Tharbad police review the rampant counterfeiting in this town as a serious problem in need of addressing. Your case deserves urgent attention from us. Rest assured that seller won't get away with this. He will be brought to justice, I promise. We're glad someone out here cares about the little guy. Of course, it's an officer's duty above all else to keep the people of this city safe. I'm more than happy to assist. Tell me, where is this scam artist located? It's on the street that runs by the casino. Oh crap, did I make a mistake? Should I have made something up? No, that's okay. I think it'll all work out. That street, huh? I've never heard of any bootleggers operating there before. Wait, I just remembered. The higher-ups said that we're supposed to prioritize the film festival for now. So as much as I'd like to drop everything and investigate this seller, I'll probably have to wait to look into it another day. He's the guy. He's the one that was blackmailing him. There's no way he's not. But don't you all worry. I'll do everything I can to make sure you folks get every mirror back. That's good to know. Thank you for listening to us. Cool. We look forward to hearing good news then. Yeah. Huh? What's his deal? Because he's the guy? Alright, I think that's enough sleuthing around for now. We got a bombshell to deal with already. We do? I mean, we talked to a bunch of people, but it sure didn't feel like we heard anything that big. Speak for yourself. There's one part that's definitely been nagging at me. Me too, although I'm not certain whether it's especially significant. What? You're telling me I'm the only one that didn't pick up on it? Man. Yeah, he's definitely sus. You'll figure it out once we check back in with the stall owner. Let's head back to his place and touch base. So you went straight to the source and talked to the cops, huh? Makes sense, I guess. How'd it go? Did you guys manage to turn anything up that crooked ass? Oh, we turned up quite a lot, in fact. In fact, I'd say we just about hit the jackpot. I'm confident that we found your man. Already? That was fast. Wait, we have? I didn't realize that at all. I can understand that. It was easy to miss, but there was one officer that rubbed me the wrong way with what he said. Well, if you're feeling so confident, it's gotta be that one, right? I want to bring you over so you can confirm whether or not we've got the right person. You mind coming with us? Sure, no problem. I couldn't forget that face even if I tried. I remember it clear as day. Did you happen to catch a name? I'm curious. Of course, our dirty cop is none other than... Officer Camilo. At least that's what he claims to go by. Who knows if it's legit? He's a dealer of drip? Yeah. He's got counterfeit name brand stuff, but he says it's not as illegal because he tells people up front that it's bootleg. So... What, that guy? Are you for real? He seems super nice. Out of everyone we talked to, he was the most fired up to help us. Exactly, that's the problem number one. Yeah, he was too eager. He was too eager. That's what happens, man. You know somebody did something or somebody somebody like if somebody took something or whatever. Now, it's one thing to get upset when you get blamed for something you didn't do, but there's a threshold that you gotta not hit, right? So that you don't come off as sus, especially if you are the culprit. If you start going if the threshold is here and your ass is up here, if you're on 10 and the threshold is 5, you're sus. You look suspicious. Suspicious, if you will. Vernier was willing to hear us out too, but she herself said the local bootleggers are hard to shut down. Yeah, exactly. You're overcompensating. And as Kelvin put it, trying to bring them in is like cat and mouse. They'll just scatter everywhere on you and crop up again later. Plus, with the festival occupying the force's attention, they're in no position to devote resources to anything other than serious crimes. That's right. Despite that, Officer Camilo very clearly said he would absolutely arrest the seller who scammed us. It wouldn't be all that unusual if he was simply that dedicated to his job. But you have to remember, when we mentioned it was his stand, this stand specifically, he suddenly sounded a lot less interested in helping us. Huh, that's strange. What does it all mean? I think about what you would do if you weren't on the up and up. It all starts to make sense. Our man in blue wasn't interested in helping us. He was just looking for a new mark. A new mark that he can try and squeeze hush money out of in the exact same way he has with you. But once he realized he'd already hit you up, he suddenly had a bunch of reasons why trusty law enforcement can't help us today. That makes sense. I can see how someone like him would think like that. But so far, all it shows is that he looks like he might be crooked. Don't we need more evidence before we can pin the blame on him? Funny you should say looks. That's the second problem with him, actually. We can't rule out that he might not be police at all, let alone a rotten cop. We may well be dealing with an imposter. Oh damn, are you serious? See, I didn't even think about that. Hold up. But he was clearly wearing his uniform when I talked to him. What makes him about as legit as that makes him about as legit as it gets, doesn't it? No. It doesn't. People impersonate police, military all the fucking time. Is it right? No. They shouldn't do that shit, but it happens. That uniform is exactly what's wrong with him. It looked off to me, too. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, his clothes did look newer than the other officers we talked to. I hadn't thought about that. Tharbad is a desert city with a lot of sand blowing around. Officers try to stay neat, but it should be a bit of a struggle. Obviously, it's not impossible that it's a coincidence and his uniform just happens to be brand new, but when you think about that, and the way he talked to us, that's enough to lean toward him being the culprit. Yep, couldn't have said it better myself. When you guys put it like that, I can see what makes him suspicious. We should definitely talk to him again. That asshole, I tried to be polite with him, thinking he was an authority figure, and now it turns out he's not even a real cop. He won't get away with making a mockery of me. Where is he? I'll kick his ass. Whoa, slow down there, buddy. If our hunch about him being an imposter's right, we gotta tread with caution. What? Why? What's the big deal? Pretending you're a policeman isn't exactly a casual prank. It's flagrantly illegal and extremely risky. So the fact that he's doing so in full broad daylight in a massive city must mean he's got bigger fish to fry. He's after something more than just shaking down random hawkers for shits and giggles. Exactly. Until we figure out what exactly our man is after, it's best to try negotiating with him while trying to suss out what's up. Let me handle the talking here, alright? You keep your distance from him. We don't want anything happening. Don't worry, we'll do our best to make sure you come out on top. Yeah, I hate not being in control of the situation. Alright, I'm trusting you guys to come through. Alright, now with that settled, we should probably take this guy over to see Officer Camilo. Yeah, we're doing this right now. Hey, mind if we have another chat? Oh, hello again. Is there something else I can... Right, so it's time to be real. I'm a Spriggan, and these are my assistants. A concerned citizen, you see, hired us to help with a crooked cop trying to shake him down for hush money concerning his bootlegging. That's an interesting assignment you've been given. I fail to see what this has got to do with me, though. Like hell you do. I'd recognize your smug face anywhere, asshole. It's him. This is definitely the guy. If you don't want to be put on trial for extortion, you better back off right now, or else. Whoa, take it easy, mister. I really can't understand what you're even talking about when you yell like that, sir. If I happen to say something to you before, then very well, I take it back. Easy enough, right? Does that make you feel better? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to leave. I'm really busy right now. Huh? What's the rush, pal? We're not done talking. I don't think my client can take you at your word, you know, given your rampant history of lying. I don't understand. What else do you want from me? Well, how about you give us your full name and precinct? We can, you know, run that by the Tharbad police and make sure you get a commendation for good service. Even if you came in from a different part of the country to help out, they should still have no problem looking you up. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? You could show us your badge too. We can look up your details, no problem. Whatever works for you. This is ridiculous. I don't have to put up with this. If you keep this nonsense up, I'll arrest all of you for disturbing the peace. Oh, so you'll take us down to the police station, right? They'll know you're a fake right away if you do that, you dummy. Little bit. You really are an imposter. What kind of cop talks to civilians like that, huh? Bastard, you'll pay for making a fool out of me. Let's go. You dumbass, don't... Stay where you are. That's it, I tried to keep calm, but you just had to get ahead of yourself. I think it's time for you to shut the hell up. Huh? I tried to warn you, dude. Oh, crud. We're starting to draw some serious attention. Everybody, please calm down. We have the situation under control. Shit. Could this get any worse? He's right. I don't want this to end with the client getting stabbed. On the one hand, I probably can't guarantee his safety unless I give up on apprehending our imposter. On the other hand, this guy really seems like bad news. I can try to take him down, but we might not make it out unscathed. Ooh, we got a choice. I'm gonna capture the imposter. Listen. Hey, I know he hired me to do the job, but he ain't exactly the nicest. He's not exactly the most honest guy here. So if he gets a little scrape, hey, that just comes with the job, right? You know? Hey, we're just gonna capture the imposter. Fuck it. We're taking him in. Get ready. This could get messy. I told you, stay away. Eat shit. That all you got? You can keep fighting if you like. I enjoy a good tango. You get what we're saying? Surrender now if you don't want to get hurt. Now, what's it gonna be? Damn you. Guess the odds are stacked against me. Are you alright? Oh no, you're hurt. Let me treat you. Hey, can one of you contact the police for us? Although it wouldn't shock me if they're already on their way with how much of a scene we've made. On it. Before long, the police came rushing in. Once informed of the situation, they took Officer Camilo into custody. Soon enough, it was determined that he was one of the Devonsey brothers, who were wanted in Edith? And so the case of the extorted imposter was laid to rest. With the culprit now apprehended, they all made their way back to Marcelo's stall. Bruh. No battle, though, unfortunately. I was hoping for an actual fight. How are you feeling, Marcelo? You're not too hurt, are you? Nah, nothing I can't handle. I shouldn't have charged in and confronted a guy like that anyway. I definitely owe you guys. You've done a ton for me. Thanks again for everything. I'll make sure your reward is worth it. Hey, we won't say no. Just keep the bootlegs to yourself, alright? Huh, don't worry. I wasn't gonna pull that on you. Still, it sounds like there's another guy like him if they're called Devonsey brothers. Yeah, I can't believe we confronted a wanted criminal. It sounded like they just stuck to Edith before. Wonder why they're here. Probably thinking they could use the commotion from the film festival to make a killing while the killing's good, plain and simple. If his brother is out there, it's probably safe to assume he's already up to no good, whatever it is. Agreed. All we can hope is that whatever he's doing, we don't get more work on our desks because of it. Just keep this all in the file cabinet, and in the meantime, let's find some more work to do.
All in a day's work.
Alright.
Love to see it.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Yes. Okay, I got chaos points. Thank God. It ranked up. Let's go. So you can basically change how dialogue happens based on the alignment that you have. And it actually affects the story quite a bit, apparently. Like at a certain point. So I am trying to get all the chaos choices I can. And if there's a mission that doesn't have a chaos choice, we're not doing it.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry!
Well, where'd you next?
Actually, speaking of...
Ladder launch!
Caravan Chief Ulsman? Who's this? Guess it's not coming back on its own anytime soon, is it? I better round it up soon or else its load could be in real trouble. Hey, is it just me or that guy look like he's in trouble? Haven't you heard curiosity killed the cat? Keep your nose out of trouble, small fry. Well, it might not be that bad. Maybe it's a problem we can help with. Not to mention it might be a good way to get to know the area and the state of it. Well, we are in the area, might as well see what he needs. Hey, my man, what's wrong? You look a little annoyed about something. Huh? Who are you guys? Arc Ride Solutions. We specialize in problems that can't be left to the police or Bracer Guild. We work out of Edith, but we're out here to handle an assignment. Depending on what's bothering you, we might be able to sort it out. You could? Oh, that would be great. Wait, you said you specialize in problems that can't be entrusted to the police or the guild, right? Does that mean you won't handle anything that falls outside that? Not necessarily. Why don't you tell us what's going on? Well, you see, I make my living distributing fruit in Tharbad. This time, I thought I could save a few mirror by not hiring any escorts and getting through the Sand Sea all on my own. I figured it would be fine. It's a route I know like the back of my hand. No big deal. Was my deal sense off? A vicious sandstorm hit that completely threw off my sense of direction. And then, of course, monsters had to attack. That sounds awful. I'm glad you made it out in one piece. Sounds like Mother Nature made you pay for your hubris this time. Or big time. Sorry, I can't read today. Did she ever? Fortunately, the entire caravan made it out of that mess alive by the skin of our teeth. Unfortunately, it was only when we got here that I realized the last camel that was supposed to bring up our rear had gone missing. And that's a big problem. That animal is carrying rare food that I'd really rather not lose if I can help it. I need to hurry out there and search for that camel and the food, but I'm not sure what to do. Tell me more about this rare food it's hauling around. What sort of stuff are we talking about exactly? Have you ever heard of raw cacao? It's pretty obscure, so I doubt you... I'm sorry, did you say raw cacao? Oh yeah, that was the rare ingredient inside that Melfita stuff we had earlier, wasn't it? I don't get what the big deal is. I can imagine what it's like easily enough. If it's just regular old cacao, it can't be that special. That's where you're wrong, my friend. Sounds like someone needs a crash course on cacao and how it works. Cacao beans are the base ingredient of chocolate. You get them from inside cacao pods that grow on trees. Now, the thing about those cacao pods is that they also have this pulp that can be used too. And that pulp happens to be the raw cacao. Your average marketplace doesn't usually carry them, so they're hard to find. That's exactly right. You know your stuff. Color me impressed. Of course, I'm a man who can't live without some good old chocolate, so I've been dying to have raw cacao at least once. It's supposed to have a sweet yet sour profile, but with a little bitterness thrown in that makes it addictive, a real Central Eastern delicacy. We get it, dude. It's the greatest thing on the goddess's green earth or whatever. You don't have to give us a lecture about it. And what do you mean you can't live without your chocolate? You make it sound like you'd croak if you don't get your fix. There goes Van. There's nothing stopping him now. Wow, I'm learning a lot today. Now you've got me curious what it's like too. If you guys are that interested in it, I can let you all sample some of it. Assuming you can find my camel that's carrying my stock of it, mind. It's not every day you get a chance to dine on some genuine raw cacao straight from the source. Oh yeah, one thing about Van, he loves sweets. You can get him to do almost anything if some sort of sweets is involved, such as chocolate. This might be something the guild could totally handle, but hell if I'm gonna let him edge me out of this. Man, I don't want to do this one. At least not right now, because I don't want any law points. This would definitely give me law points only. If there was something else I could get from it, I'd do it. I'd love nothing more to take you up on this, but could you wait just a little while? We're in a big hurry and need to take care of something else first. After that, we'll be free. Well, as you like. I don't know what could be so urgent, but I can give you folks a little time if you need it. Go ahead. I ain't doing that one though. But it was good to know what it was, because it seems like you get more requests. Respectfully decline. Yep, basically. Now, story-wise, this would be a... When I get back, I'm going to have to give you a full wash, top to bottom. Why? It still looks good as new to me. Well, it is covered in sand. Oh, poor guy. Can't stand to see his baby looking nothing less than her finest. She'll survive, old man. Listen, leave this man alone. Leave him in his truck alone, alright? Yeah, for real. Everyone's got fucking shmoney cars. I wish I had a car like that.
Now then.
Look at these trucks, man. Do people just drive fucking Optimus Prime out here, man? What is going on in this game? Crazy work. What's cool is that the cars in this world don't use gas. They use something called orbital energy. Yeah, they got Autobots in there, man. All right, let me, yes. I need that Chaos Alignment 3. Give me that. Give me that Chaos Alignment 3, big dog.
Go, go, go! Central Eastern culture is
I think,
Find this just anywhere.
Everything. Ugh, it's hotter than Gehenna.
not the hotter than Gehenna. All right. I guess we could talk with them, huh? Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you again. Hey, Shahina. Hi, Sarah. Is this your home? Yep, it's pretty small, but it's home sweet home. I wish we could bring you inside, but we've got another performance coming up soon that we need to get ready for. It's no problem. Good to see you ladies are keeping busy, honestly. Haven't run into any trouble since this morning, I hope? No, luckily. Thank you for asking. We've been getting bigger crowds than usual, but luckily nobody else has acted strangely. Maybe they heard how you guys saved the day earlier, and that's made all the other weirdos think twice. We can hope. Still, I'm tired. I think I'm going to stop by the hammam on the way back. That sounds nice. Hopefully that'll keep your spirits up until we're all done. Well, if any more asshats try to creep on you girls, let us know. We'll sort them out just like the others. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Well, we better get back to work. Yeah, earlier some tourists were actually harassing them because there's a film festival going on. That's kind of why we're here. We're trying to see what's going on. But yeah, we had to apprehend some dumb tourists. You guys are pretty handsome, but if you're thinking of making a move on Sarah, I'd think twice. You know why? Because it looks like she's got a boyfriend. Oh, really now? Hell, your sister's such a catch. I'd be shocked if she did it. Don't be surprised if I whisk her away if he turns out to be a loser, though. Van, Aaron. Shahina, what are you doing? We have to go. Coming. See you guys later. The... Oh, wait, the autographs. We forgot to give them to her. I wouldn't bother right now when they're about to perform. I'm sure we'll see them again. We can make Shahina's day then. That's right. They had autographs, but we got to give them from some of the celebrities.
Heading to the objective.
Actually, we have a mission from 2 celebrities, which is why we're here in the first place.
Well, where'd you next?
But the majority of their quests don't take place in this area. It's in like this other city, the capital city called Edith, which I think is cool. I think it's really cool that like you, what's the word? You actually can explore other areas. I do wonder if the game opens up at some point where you can go freely between all the areas you find.
Hell yes! This is what I've been waiting for.
Oh my god, dude.
Don't get too excited. You're still on the clock.
Come on!
Well, well, well. Look who it is. Oh
Well,
no!
look who it is.
Bermati's here?
I had a feeling I'd run into you all sooner rather than later.
I see you guys have had no problem getting settled in and working here.
Forget us. Last I checked, you were supposed to be here till tomorrow. I never thought I would see you hanging out with Bermati either.
My schedule got bumped up, so I ended up running into this guy on the train.
And here I was going to try and surprise you all later. I even made Dingo keep it a secret, too. In my case, there's a bartending tournament taking place at the same time as the film festival, which I've been invited to.
So Bermati, for those of you who are catching up, he is also a information dealer, an information broker. So he knows about everything that's going on, and he is willing to part with that information for a price. So everybody here has got some shenanigans. Dingo is also in that category, although, albeit he's more, how can I put it? He definitely has his ear to the ground in more ways than one, but I can't quite explain it. It's just, Van describes him as if he needs something done, if he needs information, he'll go get it for him.
To even have Van here with me? Oh, it must be fate. What else could it be?
This nigga, bro. Yeah, no, I've had run-ins with the cops more fateful than this. Well, at least it explains you two being an odd couple. I assume this has nothing to do with you lining up 4 SPGs and you're out here to cover the film festival? Not the sort of beat I'd peg you working. A little normal compared to your usual fare, ain't it? It is what it is. There's something that caught my attention that I'm trying to look into. What do you mean? Does it have to do with the film festival? Is it related to Nina's request somehow? No, it's something different. Though granted, I can't entirely rule out them being related at the moment. Boy, that sure answers a lot. Is this that scoop you're always pursuing on the down low? Never heard what the deal is there. Well, how should I put it?
Forgive my interruption, Mr. Brad, Mr. Vermati.
Now this is a surprise. Who's this? What is it?
I'm terribly sorry to bother you, sir. You have a call waiting for you.
Huh?
A woman going by the last name M.A. contacted the front desk.
Say what? M.A.? Isn't that the reporter? Marielle? Oh, you mean that gullible reporter we saw back in Longport? As I recall, she works for the Tyrell Times and has the hots for old Dingo here. Big time hots. Do you have a scorching date plan all the way out here? Sounds like things are really blossoming between the two of you. Like hell they are. I specifically told her to keep away from me for this trip. Sorry, I'd better take care of this. I'll see you all later. Poor guy, always being put through the ringer by that girl. He just can't seem to keep her hanging for long. Anyway, that bartending tournament I was talking about is being hosted at the Aljumeria Hotel. I'm going to hang out there a bit longer and then make my way over there. If I hear anything interesting, I'll be sure to get in touch. In the meantime, good luck, everyone. Sounds good. Can't wait to hear what you dig up. Thanks, Bermati. Good luck with your tournament. You should treat us to some cocktails, you know, taste testing before the grueling competition. Aaron, no, we're here to work. Don't recognize this number. Proprietress Hala. Huh. Hello there. I take it I'm speaking with Fairy's employer? I'm the owner of the inn you're all staying at. Do you have a moment to talk? Oh, sure. What's up? There's a man who dropped by earlier and asked to pass along a message. He has a job for you and he wishes to meet in person to discuss the nature of the request. Gotcha. Well, I can't make any firm commitments, but I'm down to hear him out. Where is he at? You will find him at the public bath in the cultural district. He said this isn't an urgent matter, so you can take your time if you have other work. Proprietress is a fan. That's all he had to say. Thank you. Huh, wonder what he wants. Perhaps there's a problem with the baths? Maybe. Hard to know for sure till we head over and see what the deal is. If you're right, though, we should help him out. It's scorching hot, so now's a perfect time for a good soak. Normally, I wouldn't be on board with enabling your weird sauna obsession, but I'll allow it this time. Me too. I'll do anything to help beat this heat. Then let's head over there as soon as we're ready.
I'll win next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know we would end up at the Hard Rock, man. Mario, I know I told you not to get involved this time. What? You're coming to Tharbad tonight? Give me a break for once, will you? Oh, alright, hit me up when you get here. I'll come pick your nosy self up at the station. Just don't stick your head into anything weird or dangerous while you're here, got it? Sounds like our intrepid reporter's on the case again. Don't get too carried away leading the poor gal on, Dingo. Yeah, Dingo. Yeah, we know what this is. Yeah, we know what you about, Dingo. Fuck out of here, man. No, I'm just playing. Dingo really trying to It's one of those things you really want to be nice, but you don't want to be involved with them.
So fascinating.
All right, let's go to the hammam. Hey, Mr. John, nice to see you. Oh, hey there, Farida. Wow, you certainly have grown since I saw you a year ago. And I take it you're the Spriggan Hala told me about. Yep, name's Van Arkride. Normally I work out of Edith, but I'm here for a job. Hala told us to come meet you. Why don't you tell us what's going on and we'll see what we can do. Alright, it's probably easier if I just show you. Follow me. Ah, well, I can see how you might have a problem here. Where's all the water? Normally, I get it pumped here from the oasis through the underground waterway that runs around here. Unfortunately, it suddenly stopped coming in this morning, and it's been like this ever since. That's definitely a little concerning. Does this sort of thing happen often? No, almost never, believe it or not. There was one time when the oasis itself dried up about 20 years ago, but that's about it. Back then, a renowned scholar investigated the problem for us and constructed a water management system that's handled any problems. Who would that be? He must mean Professor Latoya Hamilton. She's famous for handling the waterworks out here. It didn't just restore the oasis to where it was at before. In fact, it became several times bigger. Her work is said to be directly linked to Tharbad's rise as an entertainment destination. That's right. What that woman did was nothing short of a miracle for our city. John is undercover Tony Stark? Yeah, for real, he does kind of look like... I happened to catch a glimpse of her, and she seemed incredibly kind, and a real beauty, I might add. You don't say. Anyway, getting back to the problem at hand. If nothing's wrong with the oasis, then that probably means there's something going on in that underground waterway you mentioned. That's what I've reckoned, too. I really want to get this figured out so I can reopen my business and get back to serving customers. Unfortunately, the guild's so busy right now that they can't send anyone to take a look at until at least tomorrow. I know it might cost more to get it done sooner, but do you think you would all be able to handle it instead? Basically, you want us to play plumber instead of the guild like they're supposed to. Is that it? I think we should do it. Sarah and Shahina are supposed to come out here after work. I'd hate to see them disappointed. Me too. I know this is getting off track from our main assignment, but is there any way we can help them out, Van? Yeah, alright, we'll do it. But you're right, pal, it's gonna cost you more. In addition to the guild's standard work fee, I want a free bath for everyone. Deal? I think that can be arranged. Deal. So in that case, you'll need to get this down. You'll need this to get down there. Yeah, I really can't read today, man. Obtain the key to the underground waterway. When you leave here, take a right and you'll find an old maintenance way. You can climb down into the waterway from there. But be careful, monsters do tend to get down there at times. That shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for the tip. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get those pipes fixed so we can get our bathing on. Yep, let's go. Oh shit, I think the sound is acting up again. Let me go ahead and reset that bad boy. There you go. Hey, you know, I named my stream Welcome Back to the Sewers, but we actually are going to the sewers. I didn't even realize it. I did not know this. Actually, I wanted to ask before we go in. You seemed to be thinking pretty hard earlier before you accepted this gig. Something seem off about all this? What? Good eye. I didn't realize anyone was paying attention. Yeah, there's something. It's just a hunch, but considering nothing else has gone wrong in the last 20 years, the timing of this sure seems fishy. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like a coincidence to me. Now that I think about it, the odds of this happening purely by chance do feel awfully low. Exactly. Plus, it doesn't sound like there's been weird gang or monster activity lately, which makes this even more suspicious. With all these threatening notes going around and everything with the Genesees, this feels like an omen. Uh-oh. Talk about timing. What the heck is down there? Your guess is as good as mine. Now stay sharp, everyone. We're going in. Yes. Surprisingly well lit for an underground waterway. Yeah, you can see light pouring in from the surface too. Don't go in the sewers. With this peaceful ass music, it's the most peaceful sounding sewer I've ever seen. There doesn't seem to be much water flowing though. And whatever's responsible is waiting for us up ahead. Just be careful. No such thing as being too cautious when our warning alarms light up. Agreed. You know what? I probably should have gone out to buy items and shit. No, that should have been like... Yeah, I need to go do some shopping. Because I need healing items and shit. Possibly some upgrades to our weapons and armor too before we head up in there. Camel meat? That's what we're shopping for? Don't get scammed again? I didn't get scammed.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Need a chicken break? Try this grilled turkey. Not the turkey leg. $9.40 for a camel steak is always a scam. Look, I wouldn't know. I don't know if camel is even edible in real life.
See ya.
You know? I don't know what that's all about. I don't want no ingredients. I just need
see if you'd like.
goods and textiles.
Why, hello.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Is this all the stores that are here? Yeah, because that's the bathhouse right there. So I know what shop that is.
Go, go, go!
The Armani tent is not at this location.
Well, where to next?
Moose and Meats.
Looking to buy something?
Oh, not the wild kebab. Massive hunks of meat.
See you again.
That boy got that fucking shawarma going on, boy. Let's go.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry!
Now I just want some Mediterranean food, man. Look who it is, man.
Hey
It's
there. What'll it be? See
Marcelo's
ya.
bootlegs, bro. What's good, bro? He for real, I just want some Mediterranean food,
I'll
man.
win next time. Come on, come on.
Wait, now he's hanging out at the counter?
Welcome to my adult oasis.
That's cool. Ignites the mouth like a lover's kiss. What in the hell, bruh?
Cheers to Tharbad.
Bermati, play too damn much. Oh, okay. I found a department store. We got the the Japan Underground Mall. Let me tell you guys something. That shit was that was such a weird thing to see when I went to Japan for the first time. Man, I was like, what in the hell? Well, you know, you leave the train station, you get out into the subway off the train and shit, and you think, you know, I'm thinking it's gonna be like Seattle subway, like just dark and gloomy, smells like piss in some areas, you know, stuff like that. And then I just got to get out. That was just my destination to get out of so I can go into the city, right? Nah. You could have a whole day. You could have a whole day trip in Japan's fucking subway. You could have an entire day, bro. I'm not trying to make it sound like Gotham. That's what it is. Like, I know y'all see the pictures and stuff and all that stuff. Like me and the wifey be taking in Seattle. Nah, we don't show y'all what the. We're not showing y'all the fucking subway. The only thing missing from the subways is rats. And I'm not. I hope I never have to see a rat in the subway. I don't know if I'd ever go in the subway. So, like, if I ever wanted to go to New York for some reason, I'm cooked.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
All right, we got some. This is what I really wanted. Excuse me. Make sure I got the reviving bombs. Buy 5 of those.
We await your next visit.
What can I do for you?
Okay, we actually have some new weapons to buy. Okay. Okay.
See you again.
I think Japan is really next level on a lot of things. I miss that place. I do too. We plan on going again next year. We've already secured our tickets and everything, and we'll both have plenty of time. We're gonna try to stay there for like 2 weeks. I know you were stationed there for a while, right? I would have stayed there if I was you. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, welcome.
I know you were there under different circumstances. I would have stayed there anyway. I got a friend in the Navy that is currently there. I think he's coming back soon though. I know his ass don't want to come back though, and I don't blame anyone that on and off for 2.5 years. That's awesome. The big dream for me, honestly, is to retire there. If I can have it so that Carmen and I retire there, that would be like, that'd be it. I'm actually gonna learn because I have to get my you came super close to getting dual citizenship. Are you allowed to do that for Japan? I know some countries don't allow it. Does Japan allow that? I was unsure if they did. My thing is, I don't know if I'd even want to come back here if we went to live there. Like there was a coworker of mine that he moved there and I haven't heard from that motherfucker since. I don't blame him. There's a special exemption that applied in your case. See, that's the thing. I don't got that. Maybe I need to become a Spriggan myself. And maybe then I can get dual citizenship. I'm gonna become a Spriggan. That's how I'm gonna get in. But there is so at my current company, I don't like to mention it on stream, but at my current professional Spriggan, I don't like to mention it on stream because yada yada. They don't really care necessarily, but I know people get all crazy about that shit. So, but the company I work at, they have individuals from Japan that come to work at our branch in America, which I think is really cool. And I'm wondering if there is a reverse version of that where American employees can work at the Japan branch. That would be awesome. I am also trying my hardest. I'm not saying I'm very successful, but we out here, you know, I'm at the beginning levels of learning Japanese. I've been paying for some classes and it's been pretty nice. So, and it's more because of just like getting around as well. It'd be nice to know certain stuff, and also because of the company I work at. It's a Japanese company, especially in the department I work at. There's literally most people in that department speak Japanese. So it's like it's not that I have to necessarily, but I think it'll be a very big help for me to do so. So that's why I'm doing it. Yo, that regen. I got 3 of those though. What don't I have already is the question. I spoke Japanese and had many friends and connections from that. That's awesome. Yeah, I do plan on going like the full, like, so basically there's a community center in Seattle that that I pay to do the classes with, and they actually have instructors that are from Japan. Like the instructor I have is from Japan, but it's more, what I'm doing now is more like Japanese for speaking and learning certain words and phrases to say. But I think later on I don't know if I want to like go back and forth between like the grammar and stuff and like all of that. I don't know if that would be helpful for me, or if I want to do all of the speaking classes and then do the grammar classes afterwards. I'm not sure, because it's been years since I've actually sat and tried to learn a new language. So that's why I'm like iffy about like how I should do it in a way. I don't have any of these. Let me make some of those. But yeah, I definitely it's been great learning stuff about the country and learning the language little by little. We got to give speeches and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, I got to do all that. I don't know about this, man. But no, it's been very fulfilling, honestly. And I've been trying to do more, you know, because I'm like, you know, I'm in my 30s now and stuff. I think it's time. I think it's time to put into practice the things that I wanted to do finally, and I have the means to do so now, so why not? Took me a while to get there, but we here now. I think that's about it for reward mints. I think I'm good on like what they have right now though. I think I'm gonna chill out on actually equipping them, but we'll see. I use flashcards and computer software. Then I just started talking to people. It sounds like you have way better resources available. Oh yeah, you know, I feel like now, even back then, that was like the biggest hurdle for me, was like, there weren't any like, I think back in Florida, there was like, or South Florida, I only know of one school that even taught Japanese. And that was what was it? Killian Senior High? And I only know that because that was the school I was gonna go to if I didn't get accepted into Robert Morgan and then move back down to Homestead, Florida. But if I was still in Miami, Florida, that's the school I would have went to. And I remember because we had to choose electives and everything, because I was in another school. I wasn't at Redland, I was at another school during that time, during my 8th grade year, like the second half of 8th grade. So it was pretty nuts. But yeah, not only that, it's also like if I were to, because I think if I were to go to like an actual college level class for it, like that I was graded and everything, my employer would possibly pay for that. And I think that is an awesome thing to know.
Hey, friend, you got a minute?
Like in general, it's awesome to know that I'm good to go as far as like if I want to take care of some things that are kind of not necessarily extracurricular, but there are extra things that I can put towards my career and towards my real life as well, or you know, personal life, if you will. But yeah, we're going to next year. We're going to Okinawa and then Osaka. Those are where we'll be spending our time, which I'm excited for because we got to spend a couple of days in Osaka,
Off we go.
and that was really fun.
Central Eastern culture
And it's by
is
the water,
so
so the wifey loves that.
Some spices,
Come and
perhaps.
see if you
Go to American Village in Okinawa. I want to. I don't know if our group wants to, but I want to. I want to see it. I want to go to the area that Yakuza 3 is based on, because in Yakuza 3, Kiryu goes to Okinawa because that's where he starts his orphanage in Yakuza 3, and so I wanted to see that area. I'm pretty sure we won't see the house that they based his orphanage off of, obviously, but that shopping area is an area that is in Okinawa. I'm also kind of excited because I'll be learning to drive there for the first time, so that's going to be interesting. Find the American restaurant, you'll see a bunch of Okinawans in cowboy hats, boots, and outfits, and they serve their version of our steaks and burgers. That's so funny. Were the steaks and burgers good though?
Okay.
That's what I want to know. Was it good? Like, I know they have their versions, and like 10 out of 10 for real? Yeah, I might have to try that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Let's go.
Sucker!
I gotta stun these guys first. There you go. Alright.
Activating drive.
Rise and shine, small fry.
Activating skill.
A chance. Yeah, there.
Eat this.
I found a Cuban restaurant once over in Okinawa. Their Cuban sandwich needed work, but the rice and beans made me wonder who was in the kitchen. Yo, that's crazy, dog. You know, I didn't even really think about that. That like they would have like a lot of like American influence stuff. But I guess it makes sense considering. Hey, what's up, Jose? How you doing, man? Welcome to the sewers.
I don't think we can cross here.
What you mean you can't cross here?
Water's probably
Press the
too
button.
low to trigger the mechanism.
We'll have to find another way around.
Meanwhile, there's a fucking big ass bearded dragon down there. All right, bro. All right, let's get it, bro. What is that?
Commencing battle.
My buddy Yoshido explained to me that most Americans think of samurai when they think of Japan. The Japanese think of Americans as cowboys. You know, that makes sense, actually. The thing is, like, I'm not even mad at it. I think it's hilarious. You know? I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. So, I officially like played darts for the first time in Japan. I knew it was kind of serious there, right? But we were watching people at round one, straight up coming from work, going to play darts and drinking, knocking them back playing darts. I'm like, golly, and they were good too.
Professional then.
So they have darts live, and I signed up for darts live and named myself Yasuke. So if I ever get good,
Looks like some good loot.
if I ever get good, and you see the name Yasuke on the dartboard leaderboards, just know that's me.
Mensing battle. Proceed with caution.
Hey. Darts was my favorite thing to do out there. I have a dartboard at the house and play with Eileen and the kids all the time. That's awesome. We wanted to get one. I actually bought darts while I was there. I bought like the metal ones. But I don't know where I put the dartboard. Because like something gonna break. I put the dartboard somewhere. I don't have a big enough. We got definitely a. This is probably the nicest apartment we've been in since being here. But it's still like, I wouldn't know where to put the dartboard. Our last place had a bigger room, but that was pretty much the only good thing about it. I'll just say that.
Show them what you're really capable of. There. Unleashing shark strike.
But yeah, but fortunately there's quite a few sports bars here that have darts.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
But it wasn't the same vibe as it was in Japan for sure. It's definitely a different vibe here. You know, people kind of just play it for fun here. Although I hear there is a darts group,
I won't
you know?
stop here.
But I haven't had a chance to go out there and be like, hey, it was good. Cause I like being home. That's the problem. That's awesome. You guys can play darts together.
Think fast.
Not the coin.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Aaron.
Me and Eileen were talking about the Thanksgiving we had. The food was incredible. Man, that was awesome. It was nice having you guys over. I'm not gonna lie. It was awesome. Because it's usually just the two of us, and of course we love it. Of course, it's nice, and we get to cook ourselves some decent meals,
Couldn't take
you
your
know,
eyes off me, right?
that last for like 2 weeks. Because it's just the two of us. Only difference now is that we have another dog, so Digo's not by himself. But Digo's also old now, so he can't be eating Thanksgiving turkey like he was the times we before. But yeah, we treated y'all like family because you guys are family. You know, we go way back. You know, I wouldn't not treat you that way. You know.
Activating skill.
And Carmen definitely enjoyed having you guys around.
You did perfect, Fairy.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Bro! Hey, man. Hold on. Hold up.
Use a shark boost to get the upper
Yeah, it
hand.
does suck, because this meant that's the second time I done got.
Deploying shield.
Oh, he's about to die. I gotta.
I'll take you on.
Yeah, we gotta.
Escape route secured.
I was talking to Benji the other day about when me and you first
Chance for a sharp boost.
the thunder dap at the falls. That shit was nuts. That shit's nuts. Kane was there too, as well, if I remember correctly.
Let's party!
It was for his birthday. Clear skies and lightning for sure. Actually, what am I doing?
Keep it up. It's
There you go.
good. Aaron.
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
You're open. Ha!
Thanks, pal. Here goes.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
You just realized who it is. I can't move.
Do your
Oh,
worst.
you're a jerk off.
This is your chance for a shard boost.
Gotcha!
But yeah, Jose was there. And then
Use
it
a
was
sharp
Evan,
boost to get the upper hand.
Prado. Yeah, that's Jose.
Flames protect us.
And then we ran into
Show me
we
what
ran
you got.
into Allie and Ethan,
Here's some extra.
if I remember correctly.
Stronger than ever.
Yes, Jose is one of my trusted mods here too, and also a great friend.
This could get
Oh
tricky with
shit,
so many.
we are in trouble. What is this sewer, dog? These enemies are not playing with me like the other ones were. I gotta be careful.
That looks like a nice chest. Dancing back.
Ho,
Proceed
ho,
with
ho.
caution.
Nah, y'all are tripping, dog. But you know what? I do like that this game is getting more difficult.
Upper hand.
Got a whole slew of them.
Now you won't fart.
Aerial Buster!
Give them your all.
All you on, yes.
The Etoile Ray.
By the heavens. Here. Mary.
This is your chance for a shard boost. Energy output at max. Activating skill.
Here I come. Aaron.
Some of this. That's what you get.
That was amazing, Aaron.
Smaller state, smaller population, no sales tax. I'm chilling. Northern Luxury. Oregon doesn't have a sales tax either. It's New Hampshire and Oregon that I know of that don't have sales tax. So like when we drive down there to like, we've driven down there twice maybe. But it's nice knowing when you buy something, that's how much it actually costs. You know? I don't know if it comes back, you know, in other ways for the residents there. But that's not my problem. I don't live there, you know? They also do IndyCar over there, and I've been kind of getting into that a little bit more. I've been getting into motorsport a lot. You know, like, you know, back then, I did peep at NASCAR a little bit, you know. I did it on the low, because you know how it was down there, you know, if you can't like NASCAR if you're black, blah, 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 right? But I live right by the fucking racetrack. How would I not be curious about what the fuck is going on over there? Unfortunately, never been to a race there. Even though there were several. I've never been to a NASCAR race. Even though I come to find out the reason why it's so fucking packed NASCAR weekend there is because that's the last race of the season is in Homestead, Florida. The Homestead Miami Speedway. So it's like one of the most important races in NASCAR. And I'm just sitting there like, well, damn, I kind of wish I was able to check that out without getting an earful from people, you know? So as you guys know, during the pandemic, I started getting into sim racing and I started watching motorsport. But now I generally watch, if it's not like World Endurance, I'll watch Super GT, which is like the Japanese GT racing. I'll watch Rally, WRC. I love watching how crazy those people are in Rally. They actually just had a rally in Japan, in Toyota City, which was, I was watching a little bit of that yesterday, and it was really cool. F1, of course. I know everybody's into that now, but I definitely have seen a little bit of F1 growing up. And that was just because I had a white friend whose dad was into F1 at the time. And so he would watch it at times, and we would just happen to see it when I would go to over his house. But, you know, the only person I knew of was Michael Schumacher and shit. Which is like, he was kind of like, everyone knew who he was in F1. If you knew a little bit about F1, you knew who it was. You have to go to a race. I've been wanting to go to an F1 race specifically. But it's like, I need to figure out exactly like
Don't forget about the charge attack.
how to go to a race and how to satisfy the wife at the same time, so she don't get mad because she gotta sit at a race. Then we both need to go. Yeah, I would love to go to a NASCAR race too. Like that would be something I'd be interested in as well. The one that you've only been to NASCAR races, I heard they're great in person. You know, I heard they're great to go to. But the only time I've been to that racetrack, I've only been to that racetrack once, and it was for like the 4th of July fireworks show that they used to do there. And the one time I went, there was a thunderstorm that came in. Just boom. So everyone left. I didn't even get to see the damn fireworks show.
Energy output.
We didn't even get to see the fucking fireworks. Yeah. Got fucking rained out. I get off work and my mom's like, "You want to go to the fireworks show with us?" Because she was going with my sisters. And I was like, "Sure, I'm just getting off work. You know, I'll be right at the bus stop." We go there. Mind you, the sun was out. Like, it was supposed to be a clear night. And then we get rained out. And it wasn't just like a regular rainstorm. No, that shit was bad. It was like a torrential downpour.
I can live with this.
Fancy.
It was like in the middle of summer. In the middle of summer, dog. You would think hurricane season started already with how much rain was happening. So like I got to sit on the track or sit in the bleachers of the track for like maybe half an hour before we had to leave. So I was like, all right, bro.
Make it count, Aaron.
Energy output activating skill.
Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Wow.
Yeah, we got getting rained out is tragic. Yeah, for real. Like I was like, damn, dog. I felt like it was gonna flood in that bitch. That's how much it was raining. But that's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. One of the things I'd want to do in retirement is
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
blacksmithing. I don't know why. I just feel like that'd be such a therapeutic thing to do. I don't know why. I know it'd be totally useless. You know? Technically, well, not really actually, but
This'll hurt.
I don't know what I get out of it, like as far as helping out, like providing to society in terms of that. But I just think it'd be cool to be a blacksmith. Let me get a flamberge. Nah, that's extra, bro. I gotta put magic in that bitch. Nah, yeah, I'm definitely charging extra for that. Shit.
Praise Arusha and the
It might be a hobby, but I ain't wasting that much time. You gotta pay up. You want fire in your sword? You gotta pay up, man. You need the Boktai weapon? Oh my god. Did you know Metal Gear Solid 4 you can use the solar gun?
Later, sucker. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
He's an old martial artist. See? He had... I feel like that junk teaches discipline like no other. You gotta be real patient for something like that. At least I feel like you do. I don't know. I don't know if you do technically, but I've just always seen blacksmithing as a pretty cool thing to know how to do.
Now's a good time to boost.
Eat this, sucker.
Activating skill.
Perfect chance.
This is your chance for a shard boost. Activating skill.
How did you miss, bro? You're right there. Yeah, you kind of deserve to get chomped up. I'm not gonna lie. That was nuts. How you gonna miss? You right there.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Leveled up.
What I leveled up. Oh shit. Actually, it freaked me out when you said the therapeutic thing. He said something about meditating benefits. Bro was pretty happy and retired. That's awesome. Saw a local blacksmith at a fair last year. I think it's awesome. So I have a small iron hatchet necklace that he made. That's really cool. They have blacksmithing classes in Seattle. It's kind of expensive, and I'm already taking Japanese classes, which I have to pay out of pocket for. So I got to choose. I have to pick my battles on that one.
Go all out.
The blacksmithing will come later. But that's pretty awesome, though.
Time to go all out.
And let's be real, man. Let's be real. Like,
Going all in.
so many people, especially these days, so many people, they want to talk about, oh, I love anime, I love Japan, I'm the big weeb, blah, blah, blah. It's like, nah, bro, sit down in class with your boy. Let's take a class and we're going to see we'll see how much of a weeb you really are. See how much dedication you got. Guaranteed. So many people I know have, like, it was a reason why I also hesitated a bit because a lot of people, so many people said how hard it was. And I just was finally like, well, if it's difficult, whatever, I'll do it.
There we go.
Looks like a chest.
This state is full of people that make things, crochet, woodworking, ironworks, all kinds of stuff. I don't know what it is. Since I've gotten I guess as I've gotten older, I've gotten more bolder, I guess, about shit. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's more like your boy's I'm confident, you know, because I'm a blood, you know, I can't say confident, I gotta say confident. But I've been a little bit more confident in taking things on.
This could get tricky.
Which I kind of wish I had that confidence, you know, honestly, like, back then, you know, but I really didn't, you know. But I think now it's more like the Bakla Bit Bookies is crazy.
This'll hurt.
But yeah, it's I don't know, I guess it's been more like, you know, hey, I'm not getting any younger, I might as well do what I want to do before my time comes, you know, or at least be doing what I want to do when my time comes.
This is your chance.
This is true, yeah. This is why I tell people, like, I tell people that, you know, when I turned 30, I was like, this is my new game plus era. This is my new game plus art. You know? And I feel like so far, like, a lot of things I've wanted have come realized. I work at the company I want to work at, like, permanently, not just as a contractor. I'm there, like, literally, I'd have to do something crazy for them to get rid of me at this point.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You kick butt, man.
You know, I've been finishing my video games more. You know, I feel like I've been working a bit harder so that my wife and I can do the stuff we want to do, you know.
Away we go.
She definitely wants to travel a lot more, and I feel like we'll be able to do that more, you know, which I'm very, like, that's like the one thing I get to take care of her, and I feel like I can finally really do that, you know.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Oh fuck. Right now I need to take care of these monsters because I'm getting cooked.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
But yeah,
Activating
you on yet?
Activating skill.
But I think as well, like I've always told people, like people that are younger than me as well, like especially nowadays, I tell them like, you know, don't worry about achieving anything like right now, you know. A lot of things are gonna take time, and I had to learn that too. So instead of being like discouraged because of where you're not at right now,
This is your chance for a shard boost.
you know, just know that as long as you work towards what you want, it'll come to you.
Now's a good time to boost. Activating skill.
Have some more.
Really outgoing these days. He ain't outgoing, he's just motivated by food, man.
That's how it goes.
As we all are. Welcome back to... Look, the second name for this channel is Fat Nigga Gaming. So anybody that is... anybody that loves food and video games. He's motivated by food. I'm gonna make a group called Fat Nigga Gaming. That's gonna be the new Discord. I'll make two Discords. I'm gonna make an official one
You're a true professional.
for the channel, right? I'm gonna make an official one for the channel, and then I'm gonna make a ridiculous one. As long as we're gonna eat good. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know, last week,
There we go.
Water's kind of running on low right now. Still, it's impressive that people can normally
Away we
use so
go.
much water when they're living in a desert.
that is true.
Yeah. Being down here really makes you appreciate Professor Hamilton's handiwork.
They got somebody in this game named LaToya, and I hope we meet her in this game. If she ain't black, I'm gonna be super pissed. And I'm gonna we're quitting the playthrough. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. As a matter of fact, no, I'm playing. I'm not gonna look her up now. I'm not gonna look her up. We're gonna have that reaction live. I don't think we're gonna meet her though. But no,
Away we go.
LaToya expectations. But you know, I definitely feel like I am in that I'm at that point where I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor, and there's still more I want to do. And I think I'm more excited about that than anything, to see where this all leads, you know, what happens next. What the fuck is that?
Point found.
What is that? Man. Alright,
That
bro.
hits the spot.
So I guess we got a fucking more personal too, but I've been sober for like a year and a half, and I find myself happier and laughing every day. So honestly, that's one thing that helps me going, working hard and just enjoying what the most of my time off. I didn't even know that, man. Congratulations. Honestly, I know that's like so hard. You got to think about it too, like myself as well. I'm not gonna say I'm like sober, blah blah blah. I do still have drinks every now and again, but I do way less drinking than I used to. I think, yeah, I had drinks for my birthday, but it was just sake, and I shared that with my wife. If I do drink, it's literally just at social occasions. I was angry and could be miserable. It was not a pretty place to be for myself. So that was a personal decision. Well, I'm happy you made that decision. I'm happy you decided, you know, you were able to make that decision as well, you know. Don't ever get out of that. I am proud of you, because that can be a dark hole to get out of. Yep. And it is true. I agree with Iron Giant. You definitely seem way happier than back then, which is nice. It's good. It's good to see it. It's good to see my boys winning. It's good to see my boys winning. We're not gonna talk about Iron Giant. This man's been on a tear since he started early. We were over there goofing off. This man was already ready. He was like, "This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna get the bitch. No, I'm gonna get a family. We're gonna do everything." That boy was on it. But yeah, I'm since the Spanish ladies class in RMEC, not Miss Cuellar. Bro, I feel like that video of us pretending to fight is still on YouTube somewhere. It has to be. She did not adore me. She fucking hated me. She hated my guts. She hated my guts, though. Sometimes I wonder how people over there are doing. We were just, yeah, we definitely were. We were. You know what's funny? Y'all remember when that one dude tried to call us out for being obnoxious, and then everyone was like, "Why do you sound like a computer every time you talk?" I think it was a senior too. There was that guy, and then there was the other guy that was a you said he used to ride your bus. Did you beat him up? I would have beat his ass. No, I'm playing. I wouldn't have done that. I don't fight people. There is the tall dude. What was it? I remember his name. His name was Stefan. He was a class under us, and somebody had threw something in the class, and he tried to say I threw it, and it wasn't me. I did not throw it at all. He was like, "Oh, it was probably that boy over there." And I told him to get a grip, and they told me to it was some girl was like, "Hey, relax. You don't need to say all that." I was like, nah, he needs to get a fucking grip. He never tried to blame me for anything ever again after that. I remember more than you. Y'all forgot that? I remember too much. For my own good. He did almost catch the God hand that time. He was a big dude that he would wear like super tight skinny jeans for some reason. So like this man was walking around looking like, y'all remember Oye Jose Daybreak. You know what's funny? The way you spelled that is how my name is spelled in Japanese. Like if you use a Roman characters, that's how it's spelled. So like my mother-in-law also pronounces my name like that. So I was like, oh, it's no different than how I've heard it growing up and now. So it's pretty easy to say it in Japanese because I've heard people say it already, technically. And don't worry, Kane, your name is pretty much exactly the same, except the S is a lot more shorter. And it's spelled with an H, not a J, because I don't think they have J's in their alphabet. I don't know how to say Iron Giant's name. I'm guessing it's pretty much the same too. It's probably like mine, except without the T. That's pretty much what that is. Say like Abin. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. But yeah, seriously, y'all, I'm so happy to see, because there's so many people that we went to school with that they are still there mentally. So it's really nice to see that you guys have kind of made, or at least tried your best to make a better life for yourself, because not many of us did that. Not many of us did. That's why I hate going down there. That's why I hate going down there sometimes. You run into these motherfuckers because, you know, Dade County's a small world and shit. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's crazy down there. Not to mention, the only school reunion that matters is the one that happened now on MrTalbain Live. Well, to be fair, I heard there was supposed to be some sort of reunion at Robert Morgan, but it never happened because everyone kind of flaked on it, you know? because egos. True. You know, some people either kind of were stuck in their ways. I gotta reset this again. I don't know what's going on today, but OBS is acting up. But it's either they're stuck in their ways or they became worse for some odd reason. And I'm not sure why that happened, but you know, I can only wish people the best. But also, Homestead looks nothing like it used to. It looks nothing like it used to. It's weird seeing it. There's way more apartments and houses now, way less farmland. Everything is crowded now. Like, it's weird, man. Oh, you were there last month? Yeah, it's weird, dude. Yeah, pretty much. But what brought you down to Homestead? Were you trying to show my god babies where you grew up? Oh, business. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, because I was also gonna, because Mama Carmen's not down there still, right? I thought she was living somewhere else now, right? The doctor had a build-out delay for a franchise and he got hung up for, ooh. Hey, yo. Well, I hope you got him out of there. I hope you were able to help him out a little bit, you know? At least a bit. You know what? I could actually... Is it going to be worth it? No, it's not going to be worth it. This won't be worth it either. Lives 20 minutes away from my house, and Benji used to be Louis' house. Also lives 20 minutes away from you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, how's Benji been, bro? Is he still a rascal? Is this nigga still a rascally rabbit? I hope not. I'm sure he's doing well. He chilling. And I can't quite blame him for being a rascally rabbit if he was. I mean, he did hang out with us. He did hang out with us in our teenage years, so we're partly responsible if he turned out any certain way. Oh, that's cool. At least you were able to get something done. Is running around way too much? Yeah? Not like this, bro. Listen, we have some responsibility in that. I can't even really pretend like we didn't. We kept him out of trouble somewhat. But out of which trouble is the question. The gator hunting. All right, let's freaking the Monster Hunter Freedom Unite in real life. What is that? Hydra Nubia? What is that? It looks like it has fish roe in it. A giant plant monster. It's huge. That explains where all the water went. Must have grown nice and strong, soaking up sunlight and drinking straight from the oasis tap. Look what else is down here too. A Genesis? How in Adios' name did it get here? Watch out, everyone. Oh, snap.
Time for you to focus.
Okay. So.
Going all in.
I don't think this is gonna be the piece with music went away. Yeah, it's battle time. That's why.
Perfect chance.
Energy output at maximum.
I'll crush them all at once. Cypher, activate.
Hit him.
Oh yeah, let's do her super.
Activating skill.
Give me power. Yeah. You're finished. Ignis. Rampage.
Boost gauge limit increased.
So by the way, the reason why yeah, we get to hear the Falcom heat.
Time to go all out.
Man, the only thing I regret about playing these games, like Falcom RPGs in general, and this goes for East as well as the Trails games, is that I didn't play them sooner. I definitely was one of those people that only played like, oh, if it ain't Square Enix, I ain't touching it, you know? But over the years, I've learned to be like, hey, other companies make good shit too. But even then, I was also still like, is Falcom good? Like,
You'll pay for that.
is this goated? You know?
Activating
Blink
skill.
and you'll miss it. Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
He could do it again.
Activating skill.
It's a Falcom's orbit. Yeah.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Oh, he's paralyzed.
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line.
I don't know how I keep getting these chain effects, but I'm not complaining.
Ignis.
I'll skip
Boost
that.
gauge limit increased.
We've got like half its HP down now.
Here's some extra. A chance.
All you on, yes.
Initializing drive.
Activating drive.
Energy output at maximum.
Crit up.
Cypher, activate.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I was saying this earlier, before you came in, Kane.
There.
Your turn, Miss Perfect.
But
Here goes.
I may if this game doesn't take us throughout the rest of the year, because we've got like a month and a half left at this point.
Good luck.
I'll probably start East 8. I might as well start it over again, because that'll be my, you know how I like to play some action stuff in between.
Up and scatter them.
Fuck is Jabberwock arm? I'm gonna do it anyway.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating drive.
I might have to do that. Or something East. It may not even be East 8 itself, but it'll definitely be something East related. Maybe Oath and Felgana. Maybe Memories of Celceta, because I've heard a lot of people like that one, so.
Got a whole slew of them.
Show me what you got.
Actually, hold on.
Go all out.
Got a whole slew of them.
Give them your
Time for the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
boost gauge limiter unlocked. We have to do something.
Certain
you got
arms will
another
be
one?
more effective.
Activating
Brace
skill.
yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Random light. White heal.
Thanks, I'll take that. Go time!
Energy output at maximum.
Yeah, you need to heal.
Great circle of light. Give unto us the breath of life.
I owe you one.
Go time!
Activating skill.
Here's some extra.
Like hell you are.
I didn't realize it raised all its stats on me. Not the skull crusher arm. Oh, that's why it's doing that shit. Okay.
Energy output at maximum.
Let's party!
You know what was crazy?
For that.
Was that on the last time I played this, they got into a real like crazy conversation about racial tensions and stuff. And I was like, this is, oh, they really tap it into like actual like things that are very accurate to real life,
Make it count, Aaron.
which I thought was pretty cool.
Send you flying!
But the boing gong.
Energy output at maximum.
Good luck.
Activating skill.
Right now. Burn. No, you don't.
Shit.
I'll take you on.
Boost
Oh,
level
because
maximum
somebody died,
strength.
we get the
Certain
actual
arts will be more effective.
This fighting's
the
taking
crit
a real
music.
toll.
Could really use a nap.
Initializing drive.
My move now.
Full boost. Go all out. I need to rest up. I need to heal up soon.
It really does. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Hey yo. My man. Hold up.
There.
You saved me.
Yo, he for real just ah! Hey yo. Not the crit.
Guess I've gotten rusty.
I have to do something.
Hello?
There.
I'm about to die because of this.
Ben.
I can't believe it, y'all. Your boy's about to get cooked.
You saved me.
Right at the end of the fight. Like, what the fuck?
Bring it on.
Now this music is accurate.
My exhaustion's catching up to me.
There.
I'll take that.
A chance.
Boost level maximum strength.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
Initializing drive.
Yeah, get your ass up.
Thank you.
Oh no! Now she died.
For that.
Dog.
Could really use a nap.
There.
We are cooked.
You saved me.
Well, this sucks.
And because like the
This fighting's
Okay,
taking a
we
real
sh-
toll.
we should be good. Heal yourself, dog.
There.
I need to move back from them.
I won't give up.
Alright.
Are you all right? There.
Yeah.
Not now. Perfect chance.
Shit.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
It's gonna attack again. Right?
Could really use a nap.
There.
Thanks, pal. You'll pay for that. There!
You saved me!
Okay.
Don't mess with me.
Energy output at maximum.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill him,
Activating
but
scale.
we'll do something.
Soar for me!
Oh no, I think I killed him. Let's go. I don't know how I did that, y'all, but I did it, gang.
You did it!
I'm not gonna complain.
Stronger than ever!
Perhaps I should have grinded some more. What in the holy hell, bro? Thanks for the bits, man. That was close. Thank Adios. For real. Is everyone alright? Yeah, that was hard, but we did it. Uh-huh. What's that? An angel? Nah, that is... Wait, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Hello? Oh no. Son of a... What is that? You evil Malak. That belongs to Agnes. I don't know if we could... Are we gonna have to fight that? How the hell did it block them all? That was too dangerous. Yeah.
Why are you taking all the damn blows yourself?
It's my time to shine again!
Oh, it's JoJo's time?
It's you.
Mayor!
There you are. I can take it, so let's just do this!
What are you in such a rush for? Oh well, the Grendels all...
There is no need to bear any nightmare, for you are already one made flesh.
Huh? What is that?
Huh?
That is not the power.
Happening?
The hell's going on?
He looks like he's in real pain! Stop the process, or he's going to... I'm not doing any of this! Wait, could it be...
I don't think so!
You're not going near him! Van, pull yourself together! We're right here with you. Please, try and stay calm.
Anya!
Huh?
Hello?
What?
Who was that?
What just happened? I see I made it in time.
Was that the lady he was on the phone? Oh shit. Who is this? Yeah, this is the girl he was on the phone with. Hello? Hello? Who was this? This what she was doing? Oh, she got the blicky. Hold on, bro. The toolie.
You're... I don't know who you are, but this man has entered into a contract with us. If you intend to harm him, I will be forced to respond in accordance with company policy.
I see. So you are affiliated with them, are you? We have recovered our target. There is no need to continue this battle any longer. Farewell, then. With me, Ishtanti.
Just what is that thing?
An angelic puppet?
No! They still have the Genesis!
We couldn't have got it back off of them if we tried.
It's a small miracle we all came out of that unharmed as it is.
Back to normal, huh? Are you alright, man? What about when you were hurt earlier? That's just a scratch. I'm more worried about how damn tired I feel. This nigga, bro. Is she the proprietress? No. That's not her. Looks like Mare Bear just took off without saying anything, too. Figures. So this was a lady that we met in the last stream I did of this game. She works for a company that specializes in the technology that Van uses to fight. So his weapon and his phone, I guess. And they use that to track his health and stuff as he is using their stuff. Is everything you people make a freaking mystery? Sure wasn't expecting you to drop in as emergency backup either.
Supporting our clients is my primary duty, and one I take great pride in. My fortuitous timing also helped me to contextualize the peculiarities in your previous review.
I really screwed up on this one. Yeah? Can't say this is how I thought of our first meeting in person would go.
I find these circumstances rather surprising myself.
What the hell? She shows up out of nowhere and you're acting like you've known each other for years? I remember seeing your face on Van's Cypher. Who are you? And if I may ask, what company are you affiliated with? Sorry, guess I never explained this part. I'm fine now, thanks.
My apologies for my belated introduction.
Rosette Twinings, I guess.
My name is Rosette Twinings, and I work as a concierge. My employer is Marduk Total Security Company, a private military company. Mr. Arkwright here is a valued external tester for our company.
Rosette.
And someone to whom I owe a great deal. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Now we get to take a bath, guys. All that because we were trying to fix a damn bathhouse. You see all this shit? This is what Trails games do. You get an entire fucking Yakuza subplot, sub-story, just to fix the damn bathhouse. The Marduk Company, that's not the first I've heard that name recently. They do security, I think, and I believe they're based outside of Calvard.
Correct. Their main headquarters is located in the Orid state. While still a young company, it already enjoys a large customer base within and without Calvard. As I mentioned, Mr. Arkwright is contracted with us as an external tester for our tactical research and development division.
For real. Yep, that's how I wound up with the program for Mare and my trusty little stun caliber. We're equal partners in this endeavor.
Beyond that, in recent times, we've developed ties to various nations' public security apparatuses, as well as most every mercenary enterprise. We even maintain a technological partnership with the Warriors of Kruga, albeit only in a partial capacity.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, although I've heard rumors about your company before, but that's an awful lot for one private military company to handle. Does that mean Marduk basically divides its businesses between its general security and its tactical research and development divisions? You guys must be swimming in cash these days. Taking up more and more market share as you supply tech services to militaries and Jaegers alike sounds like a hell of a recipe for success.
Leave it to Mr. Arkwright to employ such sharp assistants. It pleases me to see the next generation is coming along well.
I ain't looking for anyone to succeed me here. They're just part-time helpers around the office, that's all. But enough about us. You still haven't told us what the hell you're doing all the way out here. I understand how dedicated and responsible you are as a concierge, and I appreciate how much you guys value me as a tester. And to be clear, I'm grateful for all the maintenance work you do remotely for my Zypha too. You've been a big help. Yet coming out here like this, that gets into stupid levels of service. I know for a fact you've got other stuff to do. So why go to all this trouble, huh? What's going on behind the scenes to make you drop everything and wander on out here? I suppose I can fill you in on what's happening, but on one condition. You agree to tell me about the anomalies surrounding the shards and your hollow core, as well as that stolen device. Do we have a deal? That's a lot to ask. This chick plays hard. You may rest assured, I'm merely joking. You don't need to go into such detail. There are two reasons as to why I've traveled to Tharbad. One of them was indeed to make direct contact with Mr. Arkwright. After all, I couldn't help but be concerned when our previous call was cut short in the manner that it was. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean for it to be such a big deal. You sound like someone trying to explain this to his girl while he was two-timing her when you talk like that, you know. Yikes, Agnes looks super tense. My other reason for coming to this city is to investigate the film festival in person. Say what? Why would you need to do that? Quite simply, it is related to the MrTalbain Film Festival that was set to take place 2 months ago. It has to do with the circumstances surrounding its cancellation. I'm gonna say this right now. This is one of my favorite songs in the game that's playing right now. I actually used it for my racing channel recently. Not in the video I just released, but the one I released before this, that one. And if you don't follow me on Talbain Racing, the link is right there in the chat. Nightbot was nice enough to put it in there for you. Don't forget to subscribe. I actually should be posting a video either this weekend or early next week. You mean that racial terrorism stuff? No kidding. I think I'm seeing where this is going. As you all know, MrTalbain was forced to cancel the festival after receiving a terrorist threat and witnessing a wave of suspicious fires. The city, along with a local security company that was forced to pay a fine for the resulting breach of contract, requested our services. That incident appears to be linked to Tharbad's festival, which has received greater attention than was otherwise anticipated. As a result, the decision was made to dispatch me to reassess the company's risk evaluation for Calvard. So that's what's going on, huh? Now I get it. You're definitely following? I appreciate it. I don't win no races, I'm just letting you know, but I do have fun. I'm sorry, but I think I got lost somewhere around MrTalbain canceled. Basically, if I understand her correctly, Reset is here to evaluate Calvard's security risk nationwide. That way, she and her company can be prepared to provide any necessary services if and when they are needed. The way she talks, it sounds like Calvard's hardly the only one her place keeps a close eye on. Hell, it sounds a lot like how Heiuei's elders tend to think. These guys have got their fingers in some pretty dicey pies. I completely understand your concern. It is certainly true that Marduk makes its money from wars and national-scale law enforcement. On the other hand, we also take pride in demonstrably contributing in part to regional security. We also help to combat criminal cabals and other such groups, including ones that have seen their threat level grow inconceivably large. You're talking about, I guess it only makes sense that your company would be involved in that too. So, long story short, circumstances more or less force you to come out here anyway. I wasn't the only factor. That's all I need to know then. I won't pry any further. It's all that to say that you're basically on loan to us? If so, I'll give you free rein to act however you deem fit while we're here. Your skills are even better than I expected now that I've seen them in person. You've got my trust, Rosette. Don't worry. That is very reassuring to hear. It will be a pleasure working together with you in person, Mr. Arkwright. Wait a second, does this mean Are you saying we have to team up with this chick? You sure you don't want to give that some more thought? If you guys feel that strongly about it, I won't force you to work with her. But you all saw what happened back in the waterway. I don't think we should look a gift horse in the mouth. Well, I guess you've got a point. We're dealing with that girl and the angel thing, and they both ran off once they got their hands on the Genesis. We might not have hard evidence yet, but if I had to point fingers at who's behind it, I know who my first guess would be. Yeah, I agree. It's entirely possible that Almada could be lurking out here too.
I cannot claim to be fully aware of your specific circumstances, but our analysis does suggest that's quite possible. Having said that, I also believe that it's too early to rule out other potential actors as well. To that end, I will do whatever I can to help, even if I'm still relatively inexperienced as a concierge. Also, regarding the anomaly between Mare and Mr. Arkwright, it's rather curious to see an AI with no will manifest and react in that manner, as well as for its user to be covered so densely in shards. I may, however, be able to devise a treatment to address the symptoms of such unforeseen outbursts. I speak not only as a professional, I sincerely wish to help on a personal level as well.
Oh my.
Oh.
You see, she didn't want to, she shouldn't have said that.
You're really something.
I understand that I may be imposing upon you, and that you all may have trouble accepting my presence. I truly do. Regardless, would it be alright for me to accompany you all for the next few days while you're in the city?
Reset, it's okay. You don't have to be so hesitant. We would be happy to have you with us. In fact, it would be really reassuring.
Yeah, those wall things you used earlier were really cool too.
Hell, if anything, I wouldn't be shocked if you turned out to be more reliable than our chief here.
Hey, watch your mouth. Not that I can disagree.
Thank you, Miss Clodell, Miss Alfayed, Mr. Wei. Then from now on, I, Reset Twinings, will accompany you, Arkwright Solutions, during your 3-day mission in Tharbad.
Hey, keep in mind, guys, this is still the first day they've been here. This all happened the first day they were here. Rosette is undercover? Oh my god. After that, the group enjoyed a nice milky batch of chai, courtesy of the inn's proprietress, as thanks for all of their hard work. As they did so, they summarized to Rosette the sequence of events up until their current mission for Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster. So Nina and Judith are celebrities that are attending the film festival, and they asked Arkwright Solutions for their assistance with something. They delved into the Genesis and the Grendel, as well as the crimes committed by Almada, revelations that stunned the concierge. For her part, she swore to keep what she learned strictly confidential and not divulge anything to her employer without permission. Such sincere consideration for their circumstances further cemented the newfound trust Arkwright Solutions had in Rosette. Rosette. I'm going to say it like that now. Soon enough, with the sun setting, Van fully recovered and regained his stamina. The party decided to venture back outside, both to find a place to eat at for dinner, as well as to report back to the actresses on their progress. Oh yeah, we're having a nighttime now. Now it's nighttime. Now this is more my kind of scene. A city only really comes alive at night if you ask me. You know what that means. Time to hit the streets and see what sort of joints with foxy ladies they've got around here. Aaron, do grow up. I don't know what these fox ladies you're talking about are. All I know is I'm starving. Don't mind him. He's just driving with his pants, you might say. We've still got some time to kill before our meeting. Let's take another look around town while scoping out somewhere to sit down and eat. I know it's not the most efficient way of going about things, but it's how I do it as a Spriggan. Hope us just meandering around doesn't drive you up the wall. Oh no, not at all. I'm actually quite interested to learn. I've wanted to know more about your work for some time. To summarize, the plan is to check for new 4 SPG requests. responding to them as necessary while continuing to survey the city on foot, yes? Then when the time is right, we'll make our way to the Al Jumeirah to report in to Miss Finley and Miss Lannister. Is my understanding correct? Wow, you didn't take long to adapt how we do things. Seriously, it's like she's been with us this whole time. Quick, Agnes, you've got to contribute something. Something! Oh yes, we still need to deliver those autographs to Shahina. Hey, you're right, I forgot all about that. Ah, me too. Do you think she's home by now? Nah, not yet. Don't you remember? She said she wanted to stop by the hammam on her way back from work. Good point. I'm sure it's reopened by now. Might as well stop by and see how they're doing. Sounds like a plan. Well, what are we waiting for? No time to lose. Let's get to work, everyone. Indeed. Lead the way, everyone. I'll follow along.
Mira deposit confirmed.
All right, we never got our pay from... Reset joined the party. All right, bro. Is she here with us? Am I just on harem watch now? 75 enemies logged. That's a pretty cool thing to get. Why do they keep putting Aaron in the back burner every time we get a new character? They keep doing that to my boy. All right, they keep doing that to him. But I mean, Reset looks great as a character, so I see why they did it in this case. All right. Let's go to the bathhouse and see what they said. Oh, look, they're here. Sweet. Hi, Shahina. Hi, Sarah. Looks like our hunch was right. Good to see you, ladies. Oh, hello, everyone. The owner was just telling us about you all. It sounds like you guys had to clear out some monsters to get the baths back up and running. That's amazing. I knew you guys were talented. Thanks again for everything you all did. I'd still be in dire straits if it weren't for you folks. All part of being a Spriggan. We got plenty out of that whole exercise too, so it was good for everyone. Well, that's good to hear. By the way, who might you be? I don't believe you were with them earlier. Forgive my late introduction. You may call me Reset. I was dispatched here on short notice. You two are Miss Sarah and Miss Shahina, correct? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Nice to meet you too. Wait, is that a maid outfit you're wearing? I've never seen one of those in person before. Not precisely. This is the uniform that I wear for work. You can think of it as a combat suit designed to let me offer maximum support to my customers when needed. That sounds, complicated. Whatever it is, you look super cool in it. That's for sure. Hey, since we're all here, why don't you guys join us in the baths? There's so much I want to talk about. That sounds like fun. Maybe we could all get dinner together afterwards, too? There's a place close by I always go to that I'm sure you would all enjoy. Sure, we'd be happy to take you up on that. Probably not a bad idea for us to wash up before we meet with our clients again anyway. You dog. What you mean, man? Let's get it. Listen. I like the night better. Yeah. Say what you like. I know you're just looking for an excuse to take a dip. Not that I'm against it. I could really use a bite to eat, but that's okay. A bath sounds good after everything we've done today. Then it's settled. We'll join you two in the baths. Yeah, that's perfect. Come on. I'll show you to where the girls' ones are. Shahina, calm down. They've had a long day. Take as long as you want in there, folks. You've earned it. Hey, I'm gonna say right now.
This blows. I didn't consider the fact that I'd be stuck alone in here with you.
Yeah, of course they're gonna separate the baths, dog. What the fuck is wrong with him? Anyways, so I'm gonna say right now, I have had the pleasure of going to like an onsen during our first trip to Japan. Boy, I felt like a king. You feel like a king coming out of those things, bro. I was like, bruh, you feel refreshed. Like, it's weird how refreshed you feel. Like, you know, like there's one thing where it's like you get out the shower, you have that feeling when you just get out the shower and it's nice. But the onsen, that's a whole different like feeling. I'm telling you right now, man, if you and Eileen somehow find a way to take a Japan trip with just the two of y'all or whatever, y'all book a private onsen. It has like a room, y'all can chill in the room. And then there's one in Osaka where it's in the mall. it's in the mall, and basically we have the, what's it called? So you go in, you get a key, you put your stuff in the locker and all that stuff, right? And then you go into a room, and it's like a small living room almost, and then you go out to do the shower and the actual onsen, which is like in what is essentially a makeshift patio that they have. And you go in the patio, and it's like a big ass bowl for the onsen, and that's the private onsen, and it's super dope. They also have one in Canada that I've been wanting to take Carmen to, but the reservations for that one, it's hard. And it is a Japanese style ryokan, and it's like literally just for like couples and like maybe a small group of people, because each of the cabins is like it's only for 2 people. And I'm like, bro, there's one like that so close. And I want to see if we can book a time to go to that place. It's called shit, I forgot the name, but it's not in mainland Canada. It's off on one of the islands in Canada, but it's on this side of the continent. So it's just, you drive up, you go cross a bridge, you go there, and boom. And it's surrounded by nature, forest, you know. So if you want to go on hikes and all that stuff, you can. You want to grab some Tim Hortons, you can do that. These things happen. It's dope.
Would you pipe down? You're killing the vibe.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and relax. Embrace the tranquility. And then...
Yeah, Canada's awesome. Actually, Montreal is probably where I would want to see an F1 race the most, just because, one, I like that track, and I like the Canadian Grand Prix, and apparently the metro is free while you're there for race weekend, and it's like apparently a rite of passage to take the subway to get to the racetrack, which I thought was pretty cool. And plus, we didn't get to do everything we wanted to the first time we went to Montreal, so we were going to use that weekend to do all of that. So I might have to devise a time, probably not next year because we have the Japan trip coming, but I would want to do another trip to Montreal. We actually really liked it there. And then, of course, Vancouver is like a 3-hour drive north for us. Not even 3 hours. I think it's like 2 hours, actually. You know, I've been a little hesitant due to, you know, shenanigans that have been going on lately when it comes to borders and stuff. So, you know, that's... So... He said that's incredible. That's not too bad. I mean, it is nice that we've gotten to see the world a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing, and I don't want any issues like that just for driving up there and driving back, and like it seems like it's a nightmare to deal with apparently.
Oh, shut up. I bet you every mirror in my wallet the girls are living it up on the other side of this wall.
Like, I think at this point, if I'm going to, I might have to just fly there. Instead of driving up there. We're just gonna have to fly up there.
Speaking of girls, man, I'd kill to check out that maid and the older sister's scorching bods right about... Blah!
We sit on sacred ground, punk. Don't defile it with your libido.
Yeah, bro.
Keep it up, and I'll scrub you down till your skin is raw. If that's what it takes to clean that dirty brain of yours for the first time.
All right, I'll drop it. Idiots, you don't have to be so serious about it.
Yeah. This is sacred ground, though.
They're certainly having a lively time over there.
Ugh. Don't they realize we can hear every word they're saying? He's not wrong, though. All you girls are just as gorgeous as Sarah. I mean, Risette's hair and skin are both so silky, she practically looks like a doll. You're so pretty too, Agnes. And how do you get those when you're only 16?
What the fuck? Hey, yo.
I'm only a year younger than you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up that quickly.
Yeah, by the way, these some of these girls are not of age, guys, so watch yourselves. Alright? Especially the two on
What's your
screen, so
secret?
hey.
What do you eat to fill out like that, huh?
Huh? What
Truth
the
be told, I've been kind of curious too. I'd love to know for future reference.
What the fuck?
I don't do anything special.
This shit is unhinged.
Stop staring at me so much. You're scaring me.
Shahina, please. Cool it down a little.
Well, I personally think Miss Al-Fayed and Miss Shahina are very beautiful in their own right. If anything, I should comment on your skin, Miss Sarah. What sort of regimen do you use to achieve such a glossy look?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. As someone who had the unfortunate and still to some degree has the unfortunate duty of having to hear these conversations. These are real. Rosette living up, yeah, for real. She's living up to the name for real. All right, just not in the way we thought originally, apparently. But in any case, yeah, this is what they be doing. This is how they be talking to each other, and I gotta sit there and hear that shit. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. I want to play video games. I want to rot my brain. I'm not an insider. Hell no. This is unwillingly. If I am, it's unwilling. I don't want to hear these conversations.
Oh, I just use shea butter. The stuff they make in Tharbad is
Hey, hold
really
up.
good and...
Hold up. Hold up, though. She got a good point. That shea butter, bro. How do you think your boy comes in? Looking silky smooth every time. Even though I got I'm rocking the Frederick Douglass going on right now, practically. If I just grew it out a little more, I can rock the Frederick Douglass. But that's not gonna happen. I'm getting a haircut before it gets that bad, but honestly, the only reason I have a beard is because I am not allowed to shave it. I'm not allowed to shave my beard, apparently. But yeah, shea butter does wonders. Yeah, Carmen said I can't shave my beard because then I look younger than her, which is bullshit, but whatever. He said this is a strong beard. You're not the first person to tell me that. And I don't see it personally, but like literally there was one of the higher ups in my department commented on my beard. And mind you, I look up to this guy not because he's a higher up there, but because he was one of the people because he was a former employee of another company, the company that is the publisher for the Yakuza franchise. And as a matter of fact, he is a big reason why Yakuza even came to the West, or Yakuza 5 came to the West, I should say. Because Yakuza 5 was, I don't know if you guys know, when it grays, it'll be elite. It's already graying, but like on the tips. It's already going that route, so we'll see. But yeah, I do take care of the beard. I decided to grow it out originally, like just during the pandemic, and it just kind of became my thing now. I've got all kinds of beard care and everything. But what's it called? Well, yeah, I looked up to this guy because he was one of the people that got Yakuza 5 to come to the States. And the rest is history with that. Had that not happened, we wouldn't have gotten Yakuza Kiwami, and we wouldn't have gotten Yakuza 0, which blew the franchise into the stratosphere in the West. Yeah, I'm even starting to get... I don't even have gray hairs. I have white hairs. I've even got some of my white hairs are starting to grow in my head too. But yeah, it was cool. He actually told He actually told me the story of how it happened, and it was really cool. It was so funny. I'll have to tell you that like another time, not online, but the story about how that even landed. The story itself sounds like something that would happen in the Yakuza game. That's how funny it was to me. I was like, this sounds like a sub-story from Yakuza. It sounds like a sub-story from Yakuza. But all I will say is I guess the old saying is true about Japanese business. It's never concluded in the meeting room. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Holy cow, you got Nina Finley's and Judith Lancer's autographs? Thank you guys so much. I'll treasure these forever, really. Oh, that's no problem. I'm glad you like them. Those autographs gotta be worth a pretty mirror. We're talking about two of the hottest stars around. Think you might sell them? No way, how could I ever? Still, it feels so surreal right now. Can't believe my own sister is gonna be dancing up on stage with folks like them. Who would have thought? What? Don't get too excited about it all, Shahina. I don't think they're gonna ask me to do anything that big. Well, I still think it's awesome you get to be involved at all. Wait, by dancing, do you mean for the Carnival Cavalcade? Yeah, some director named Salvatore Gotti walked up to me and asked if I wanted to take part. Not just him, he was with some other snappy-looking guy too. They went nuts for Sarah. Apparently, Mr. Gotti was all, baby, you're more perfect than Adios herself. My parade isn't complete without you. He was dead set on bringing her on, whatever it took. It wasn't long before she folded like a house of cards. Shahina, you don't have to tell him every little thing about it. I'm not sure I know what this Carnival Cavalcade is. Is it some event that will be part of the film festival? Yeah, it's a parade that'll kick off when the festival opens. It sounds like it's going to be quite the production. Like Shahina said, I guess it's supposed to include famous actresses and whatnot. I can see you fitting right in there, Sarah. You're going to do great. I know Gotti can talk pretty raunchy, but his passion and taste are the real deal. He didn't say all that just to be nice. If he says you're perfect, then he means it. You'll do just fine out there, Sarah. I know you've got what it takes. Thanks, Van. That means a lot. Am I seeing things, or are you turning a little red? Am not. Stop it. Sarah, Sheeny. There you two are. Where have you guys been? Hey, Timmer. Why is his name Timmer? What the We're just hanging out in the hammam. And quit calling me Sheeny. I've got a real name, you know. Sorry, Sheeny. You'll always be Sheeny to me. This a friend of yours? Yeah, he's a kid from the neighborhood. What's going on, Timur? Why were you looking for us? Because someone asked me to give this to you, Sarah. That's why. A letter? That's strange. I wonder what it could be. Thanks, Timur. What the? Is everything okay? What's wrong? What in the world? Decline to participate in the parade or tragedy will befall you. Is this somebody's sick idea of a joke? I can't believe even Sarah, of all people, got one of those threatening notes. According to that Timur, a Central Easterner that he passed who was working for a shipping company gave the note to him. I'd guess that delivery person's most likely innocent. Just like with Nina and Judith, the culprit's probably going through several layers to cover up the real origin point of the note. That makes tracking them down incredibly tricky. Slippery bastard. They can't make it easy on us, can they? Are Sarah and Shahina going to be okay? I mean, I would think so. I really think you two should talk to the guild about this. I agree. I am sure they will give your case priority attention since it involves a civilian in danger. I imagine that any fees they would charge for their services will be quite nominal, too. I don't know about that. Huh? Come on, you've got to do something, Sarah. This really creeps me out. I hate to suggest this, but maybe you should quit the parade if that's the safest thing to do. No, I can't. Apparently, preparations for the parade are almost complete. If I pull out now, I'll probably cause a lot of trouble for the director and everyone else involved in it. That's what'll happen if I turn to the guild too, isn't it? We can't say for sure, but if things go south, I can definitely see that being the case, yeah. But Sarah, man, I know this is really presumptuous of me to ask, but Is this something you and your agency can handle for me? Of course, I'm prepared to pay for your services. I don't expect you to do it for free. That's real generous of you, taking on her case for as cheap as an extension to what we're doing for Nina and Judith. But don't you get the feeling she's trying to hide something? What? She is? I got that impression too. I think there's something going on with her that we don't know about. Well, a deal's a deal. Whatever it is, we already promised we'd help her. Plus, for all we know, this might turn up some new leads. Following this could be a good idea. As a first step, would you like me to pinpoint which company was responsible for delivering the note? Wouldn't hurt to know for sure. In the meantime, we need to go to the entertainment district. The other ladies are waiting for us at the hotel. We need to fill them in on everything that's happened, including this new note. This is true. We do have to do this. But the fun's only just begun? Not quite, my boy. Before I forget, I'm going to go on ahead and save, because I am going to call it for now, y'all. So I'll probably be back tomorrow, but I do want to thank everybody, as per usual, for coming through. For those of you who are watching the archive at some point, definitely, I appreciate you watching the archives. Also, I didn't get to show off my new shirt, y'all. Y'all see this? It's got like all the Mario Kart logos on it and shit. I love this thing. It's awesome. The Bowser oil. If I could find the actual Bowser oil sticker, I'm putting that on my actual car. I'm putting that on my actual car. If I could find the Bowser oil sticker, it's going on the car for sure. But they don't actually sell the stickers like that, like actual decals like that, which I hate that they don't, but I guess I can't blame them, you know, at least for not doing it yet, you know. But hold on, guys, I'm gonna play you guys out with some music as usual, so give me just a moment. It's a great shirt, and it's like all the Nintendo shirts, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they are a bit pricey, but they are hella comfy and they last quite a bit too. I can't complain about any of the shirts. So to be honest, if you're ever wondering for some odd reason, that is pretty much it with those. But in any case, as per usual, guys, thanks for coming. Thank you for being here. If you have been here, you know, usually I'm in an anti-streamer mode. Tonight, I decided to be a little nice. I had some rest, had a good dinner, you know, so I was feeling good. So you got me in a good mood today. I don't know if that's going to be the case tomorrow. Just remember, you're all losers, all right? Except for the homies, except for my actual homies. This doesn't count for. This counts for everybody else that is just online watching me. Okay? They get a different treatment because they've been to the gym with me. And figuratively speaking, obviously not literally, but figuratively speaking. But anyways, have a good night, guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the music, and I will see y'all probably tomorrow. If not, stay tuned for the next time I stream. You'll get the notification. Don't come for me. Don't look for me otherwise. But anyways, peace.